Welcome, my friends. It's the shine time. It's shine time. It's time to. Well, good evening. Welcome to Sunday Shine Time in prime time. I am your host, Nick. I thank you for being here with me. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I see the chat is already getting wild and frisky. That's what happens when you spend the afternoon mostly in the DP. Let's kick things off. All right. Before I go any further, I have something to show you. No, it's not that. Calm down. I remembered this week. I did a boomtown, if you will. Doing a Bobby is when you're in the bathroom. Doing a boomtown is when you make notes. Which Jet do you hate most? We are starting off the Sweet 16. First matchup right now, Hassan Reddick versus Doug Bryan. Shiners, I ask you, which Jet do you hate most? Now, let's get to the chat because the chat's off the hook already. We have my good friend Addison, who's a member for 10 months and says, more months than toes now, baby. I love you, Nick Shine. Can't wait to see what the next 10 months have in store and beyond. Shiner for life. Love it. Love it. I love the mindset. I love where you're at. It's just the beginning, baby. Love you too, bro. Next up, Addison was not done. He's like, you know what? I'm going to tell some people how awesome this channel is, and I am going to go gift to a bunch of big names on the channel. Oh, and he did indeed. He kicked it off with Brandon Bradshaw, Jaden D'Angelo, who should be a member or immunized. 3 siblings. The big fella. And Party with Peg and Artie. Awesome. Addison, thank you. Do you know what that gets Addison, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you, because we're off to a quick start tonight. That gets Addison 6 raffles in either the Doug Bryan or Chad Pennington helmet raffle. Because if you haven't heard, here's what we're doing. When we get to April 27th, and 2 weeks from tonight, here's what we're going to do. We're going to raffle off 2 names. First name gets to pick what they want. Second name gets the other one. So I suggest you be in the chat that night, because if you win the first one and you're not in the chat, guess what? You don't get to pick. If the second person wins and they're here, they default to first. We're not waiting. Got to watch the show. That's part of it. Now, Addison said, I want some raffles. Followed up by Rick Kent said, yeah, well, screw that. I'm not letting you get more raffle chances than me. I won the Wayne Corbett autographed helmet and the Brees Hall helmet on Nick's channel. I want more. So, Rick Kent, you are in for 6 as well. You gifted them to David D., who should be here shortly raising the flag. He always flags me once a show, if not more. Johnny Boy, Jet Life 321, J Quest 57, and Extinguish the Guild. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. Well, would you look at that? Rick Kent, member for 10 months also. Well, what do you know? I have more months than toes, too. Shiners rock, and so does Nick Shine. Well, Mr. Kent, thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being a friend. You're awesome. And congratulations to you and Addie for both joining the channel. Almost maybe the same day. So here's what we got. Bunch of announcements, all right? Things are picking up around here. Very big announcement that I am honored to make on this channel. If you go into the description of the channel, of the show, you will see that there is a link to Blitz BK's Twitter page. And what's on that Twitter page, you ask? Well, I tell you right now. His album is releasing, and you can pre-order it effective immediately. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, DistroKid. But the Blitz BK album something that all of you have been asking about is happening. It drops next Sunday. You can pre-order now. Go to the link in the chat, in the description. Forgive me. I'm new to that. Give it a link. Give it a like. Give them a follow. Go support Blitz. Because you know what? If we're going to talk about Blitz and we're going to mention him and we're going to bring his name up, right? I guess we have to play some of his best hits. And we have them right here, right now.
Blitz got beat.
Gentry covered in bumbo. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Blitz. Oh, you want more Blitz, you said? Oh, okay, I got you.
Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Okay, that's 2. Rick Kent said he wants the 3rd. Rick can't give the memberships. Rick Kent gets what he wants.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And let the Jets suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heartbeat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your nut, hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom.
And, like I said, Rick Kent gets what Rick Kent wants.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
It's not there. Knob Deep coming in with a super chat. And if you notice, it's a little hamburger over there. Do you know why? Because the McDonald's gift cards are being purchased. They have been purchased for the big Bobino. So you got to go with the hamburger or whatever that is, the hamburger head. Can I change that? Can I make that bigger? Oh, that's what she said. There you go. Bobby, McDonald's are on the way. I like that smaller, though. It's not really what she said. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Here's the rules for the show. If you're unaware, Sunday nights, 69 likes gets the call-in link dropped. Go through a monologue. We're going to open it up. And then I'll drop the link for the Discord members for them to call in. That's one of the perks. If you're a recurring member of the channel, that's one of the perks you get. So let's get into a couple things. First off, we're going to start on a down note, but Knob says this show is about the pop. I know what he looks like he typed, but he actually meant to say the show is about the pop. So very grateful. Thank you, Knob. Appreciate the support as always with you, my friend. And we got to change this. Let's get this a little brighter. There we go. All right. There we go. I don't like the darkness. I am not Aaron Rodgers. Do not like the darkness. Wide receiver from LSU last night killed himself in a hotel in Houston. Kid was going to be probably a 3rd or 4th round draft pick. Shortly after the season ends, hit and run, killed someone, I believe, right, Nikki? I don't know if someone died, but it was a hit and run. Court case is about to start, and he decides to take and end his own life. Absolutely tragic, massive fall from grace. And you know, my son's here right now playing video games, and you know, it's a teaching moment to you know, young kid. Make good decisions all the time. And you hate to see that happened. You hate to see that it snowballed that far downhill that he felt the need to take his own life. But this is why you always have to make good decisions in life. And, you know, some of us waited a lot longer than others to start doing that. Yeah, thank you guys. He did. Someone did pass away in it. But it's a shame. Another loss of life that was totally unnecessary, totally unpreventable. And it breaks my heart. You know, Nick is very soon to be driving. Obviously, a parent who has a kid about to be on the road, you know, you're scared. You're worried. And you hear stories like this, and it doesn't ease that anxiety in any way, shape, or form. And I just talked nicely about the kid last night, saying that hope that like everything turns around for him, because me and Nick are playing college football yesterday. And for all of you who saw me get demolished a couple weeks ago in multiple games, Clancy and others, I score a touchdown as time expires with LSU to make it 35-34, throwing it to Lacey. I went for 2, didn't get it. I lost 35-34.
36, actually.
Oh, yeah, there was a glitch in the game. It gave him a point in regulation for getting the stop, which is weird. Shouldn't count. So that happens, and then this morning, wake up to that news. Absolutely horrible. Heartbreaking to hear, and you pray for his loved ones, and he should still be here with them. I feel horrible that the kid felt he needed to do that. But moving on, there's no way to segue out of that, but let's just get right into it. For those of you just getting here, if you go into the description of this show, you will see, oh, you thought one image is all we had? You're wrong. We have more. We have the Blitz BK album. Pre-order now. It will be released next Sunday. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, DistroKid. Go get it. You know we're going to play his songs throughout the night. You know we're going to promote it. He sends me. I'm going to make fun of him for a second, okay? He's sleeping, so I can do this. Hey, would you mind promoting this? Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I'll promote this for you. This is all I'll talk about for 4 hours tonight is your album. With all he's done for this channel, absolutely we're going to promote that. So I tell you what we're going to do tonight. Every time we get channel memberships gifted, we play a Blitz song. That's how we're going to promote Blitz tonight. So every time from here on out, any memberships get gifted, we play a Blitz BK song. That's how we're going to help promote him tonight. I don't have a sound or something to play after it. I don't have a video. It might be a little long, but you know what? It's worth it. And I think you will agree, and we'll see how much you agree shortly with how much we start gifting. So let's get to the Jets. What is the realistic ceiling for the Jets in 2025? I'm going to tell you right now, pre-draft, what I think. I think you're going to see a hard-nosed, competitive team. It might be some ugly football. It might be some 17-16 games. It might be a little Pittsburgh Steelers-ish, right? Good, hard-nosed, disciplined head coach. Build the defense. Run the ball. Don't make mistakes. Try to win the game late. That's the identity I think that we're going to have today. That's the identity I believe that we're going to kick this season off with. And then as the season goes on, you're going to start to see a little bit of a progression. You're going to start to see them get comfortable with the offense. You're going to see them evolve. And that's the main thing. Now, before I even get any further into what I think, I'm going to tell you what you guys think. You guys think, all right, Nick, why don't you shut up and why don't you play Blitz song? All right, well, Stack, thank you for the membership. It went to Genergy, lovely Genergy, who we will see at the Jake Asman draft party, also at the Craig baseball game that we're going to. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to shut the F up.
Blitz got beat.
Gentry covered the fumble. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime as Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Why are we playing that, you ask? Because Blitz is dropping his album. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the first poll tonight. Hassan Reddick moves on to the Elite Eight in a runaway, which tells me one thing. Some of you are too goddamn young. Learn your Jets history. Doug Bryan missed 2 field goals in a playoff game in Pittsburgh. That did a lot more damage to our team. Lot more damage. So now we move on to the next. We have current Jet, useless Jet, Michael Clemens against former Jet, useless Jet, Zachary Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, don't piss Hawk off. You know how to vote. So, second matchup is up. Now, I don't see a lot of electricity in this offense. I see a lot of muscle. I see a lot of grit. Now, for those of you who've been watching the show, number one, Thank you. You're awesome. Secondly, I'm very big on drafting Tyler Warren. I am. But here's the thing about me that's different than a lot of other people. I don't give a shit if I'm right. This is my opinion. I'm not going to shit on the Jets if they don't do what I think. Last year, perfect example. A lot of you were here last year watching, and I love that you're still here now watching. I was team weapon. Everyone knows it. I was team weapon. I was Bowers, Odunze, Neighbors, trade up. I wanted all of that to get a weapon. But the minute we took Olu, I didn't pout. I didn't cry. I didn't attack the Jets. I didn't shit on them because I saw the logic in the pick. It makes sense. And we saw how bad Tyron Smith was. It made sense immediately when Olu had a play. And it made sense immediately when we saw what Olu was doing, could do, and will be able to do in the future. Now, some of the greatest news to come out of 2024 was that his injury at the end of the season did not require surgery. So no news on the Olu front right now is fantastic news. I say all that to say this. If the draft pick is Membu or even Campbell, I'm not going to be mad about it. Why, you ask? Thank you for asking. Helps me segue and keep going. I understand the importance of an offensive line in the NFL. And I understand that if you're going to have a running game, you got to have the best guys up front. Now, I know what you're saying next for those that disagree with it. But we've taken 3 offensive linemen in the first round in the last 5 years. Why would we take another? Well, first off, Mekhi Becton isn't here anymore. Okay? Secondly, Elijah Vera Tucker could be in the last year of his time with the Jets. Thirdly, John Simpson could be in the last year of his deal with the Jets. So, as much as we put into the offensive line, as of right now today, 1, if not 2 of those players might not be here. Simpson could be 3 of those players not here. So after this season, you got Tittman, you got Olu, potentially, and whoever we take as a right tackle. Because I believe that no matter when we draft right tackle, we are going to draft the right tackle. Max Mitchell, Carter Warren aren't it. We've seen enough. Mitchell showed nice potential as a rookie. Unfortunately, the blood clots, something going around with a lot of athletes all of a sudden. I don't know why that would happen. I do, but we'll talk about that off air. Now, if you go Membu, that's great. I'm going to be just as excited as if we took Warren. Why? Because I know the value of it, and I know the importance of it. And I know that if you have 2 young monster tackles on their rookie deals, that's a very good sign for the present and the future. See, the Jets have never really done what I'm about to say. They've never really built their offense and then bring in the young quarterback. You all know I'm a very big proponent of 2026. Get some assets, trade up, go get your quarterback in the future. The only time we've brought in a young quarterback with a completed offense was Mark Sanchez. And guess what? We had immediate success. We had a defense. We had the best offensive line in football. We had a run game. That led to immediate success. Now, Mike Tannenbaum trading away all of our mid-round picks and not leaving us with any ability to build depth and sustain it going forward, shot us in the foot. Left big toe, to be exact. But you can't just draft a quarterback like we did with Darnold and Wilson and just say, hey, go ahead. Make everybody great. Go ahead. We don't have much here for you. We got Robbie Anderson as your top receiver. Go succeed with that. Doesn't make sense. So we have several major needs with this offense. Right tackle, tight end, another wide receiver. These 3 guys have to be contributors on this year's team. no matter when we take them. We take a right tackle. Does that mean we can't get a tight end that contributes? No, absolutely not. If we take the tight ends, does that mean we can't get a right tackle or a receiver? No, absolutely not. Muji and Glenn are going to draft efficiently, effectively, and we pray to God successfully. Yes, God, successfully. We are spoiled and tarnished as Jets fans, thinking that if we don't hit on the first round pick, that's it. The whole draft's a failure. We're never going to do well. It's not how it is. Many teams draft well beyond round one. They're called winning teams. So right now, Elijah Vera Tucker, Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald. We have first round picks, Quinnen Williams, all on our roster. But you know what we're missing? Besides from Michael Carter and maybe a couple others, maybe a Braylon Allen, we don't have many mid-round guys who have elevated to elite status. That's what makes great football teams. When you get from a fourth rounder what you get from your first rounder. When you find a sixth rounder who can come in and be a starting lineman for a decade. We're missing a Brandon Moore. We're missing guys like that who change positions, get a shot, and make the most out of it. We haven't had great coaching in a while. We also haven't drafted well in a very long time outside of round one. We all heard Mr. Bonesy. Congratulations to Bonesy. It's my first time on since he won. He's my boy. Love him. Shout out to King Lowski as well, making the finals, and everyone involved in the Ask Maniac Madness. It was a lot of fun. It was great to be a part of. It was great to watch, and congrats again to everybody who was a part of it. But Bonesy says, Douglas hit 6 out of 8 in round one. That's great. That's great. If you're in the NBA, you probably have the greatest basketball team ever assembled. But in the NFL, 6 players doesn't change your trajectory. They're nice pieces. They don't make a complete team when there's 53 and 48 who dress on game day. 6 out of 48 is only an eighth. Shout out to all the pot smokers that did that math already and knew that. That's not enough. That's not enough. You miss on the quarterback, you miss on the left tackle, you miss on the head coach. That's not enough. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's awake. What are we going to do right now? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to show you the third promo for Blitz BK. Available next Sunday, 4/20. Easter Sunday. You need to get the family a gift? Need to send the Easter Bunny something? Get him the Blitz BK album. It will drop. It will be hot. And you want to say that I was there. I got it. Day one. Go sit outside. What's that store? The Wiz. Nobody beats The Wiz. In the midst of my ramblings, I missed this. A super chat from the big fella. Thank you, sir. Congrats on your A1C number decrease. Thank you. For those who don't know, my health was absolute dog shit. My A1C 2 years ago, 13.8. I got surgery denied for my ACL because my A1C was too high. Blood work came back on Saturday. Your boy is down to a 6.4. Good things happening. Like I said earlier, make good decisions. Good things happen. Thank you for shouting that out, big fella. I appreciate you. Keep up the good work. It's obvious you didn't get your hands on Carly's matzo crack she is selling or she is dealing. No, I have not. It's the reason I'm avoiding New York City because I can't resist good things like that. So thank you, big fella. Thank you for the super chat. For those of you here right now listening, I'm rambling. I'm on a great coffee kick today. The coffee's not watered down. Usually when I make a K-cup, I make it full pour, and then I just use the same cup, so I water it down a little bit. Tonight, no. cup, and then another cup. So your boy is flying right now. Here's what we're doing tonight, okay? In honor of Blitz's album dropping, every time we gift memberships on this channel, we're going to play a Blitz song. I might have to move that to every 5 because I know you guys might start dropping them one at a time. So if you want to hear Blitz BK music, you want to hear what you might get from his album, let's drop some memberships. And of course, you know, for every 5 you drop, I drop 1. So far, I owe 2 tonight. And I'll wait, see what happens. And then later on, I'll pay up. Hopefully, you guys cost me 20 memberships tonight. That would be great. I'm here to support Blitz, everything he's done for the channel. Can't wait to see him next week. It's going to be a blast at the draft party. The Shiner weekend is gaining steam. Jay, 3 siblings, Knob, Tom Ace, Jay Graves, myself. We've located a house. We're going to book it Wednesday. Clancy, Nate, other Shiners could be coming down, hanging out. Want to be a part of it? You're a Shiner? You're in the Discord? Like, hey, you know what? Message me. Chris, I'm glad you're here. You commented last night in the YouTube, and they time out eventually if the show doesn't start. But I want to say thank you. The words that you've been saying about me and to me and in the chat are very, very kind, and I'm honored. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate your support. Oh, Snowball, ladies and gentlemen. Chet's World. You know what, Snowball? You get what you want. I aim to please around here. You want to party? Let's party.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And let the jet suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate, Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I lick on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat stiff. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much head in your order hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom.
Okay. Blitz, awesome. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you, Snowball, again. So, back to the projections with the Jets. Offensively, I expect to be a top 3 team in the NFL in rushing attempts. I expect to be a top 5 team in the league in rushing yardage. I think with what you're building and what you have and the quarterback you have and his agility and mobility, you're going to see a lot of running. Ladies and gentlemen, the great green bean is here. How could Clemens and Zach even be on the same tier? How, I ask? Well, here's how. What we've been doing here is we've been doing a tournament for which Jet do you hate most? And we're down to the Sweet 16. Hassan Reddick has moved on by beating Joe Walton, Lakin Tomlinson. Michael Clemens has moved on by meeting Darrelle Revis. Yes, some people did hate him because he went to the Patriots, so we had to put him in. And he beat D. Milliner. Zach Wilson beat Brett Favre and Muhammad Wilkerson. And we are now into the Sweet 16, Green Bean. Next matchup will be Bill Belichick against Greg Van Rotten. Bill Belichick beat Sheldon Richardson. The only one to have 100% of the vote so far is Bill Belichick. And he then beat Woody Johnson 72-28. And then later tonight, we will have John Idzik against Mekhi Becton. Green Bean, I wish you were here for this because this has been the argument amongst the chat. Hassan Reddick shouldn't have beat Doug Bryan. Too many young bucks who don't remember 2004. Too many young butts. Bucks? I said butts? Fuck it. Let's have a fun time. I know. Green Bean, there's so much recency bias in this. Let's see. There's others. Other side of the bracket. Shared Stadium is running away with it so far. Shared Stadium against Tremaine Johnson. And then we have Nate Hackett against Adam Gase. We have Jamal Adams against Vernon Golston. The battle of the 6th selection in the NFL draft. And then we have Tony Sperano, who defeated Brandon Moore's ass. Not Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore was great. But his ass caused the butt fumble. So his ass is in here against Rich Kotite. So that's the way it's been. Let your voice be heard. Share your vote. Zach Wilson at 69%. 69 people watching right now. You can't make this up on this channel. It appears everywhere. It's here all the time. It's on the postage to my house. It's on license plates in front of me. The number 69 is everywhere. But back to the Jets. You guys keep voting. We got about 3 minutes left in that poll, and we will end that, and then we will move on to the devil himself against Greg Van Ryn. And listen to Josh. Hit the like button. Very important part of the process here. And don't forget, on top of gifting memberships, you get the Blitz BK. If you give 5, you get a Blitz BK song coming to promote, oh, you thought we were done with images? You thought Blitz was only going to come with 3? Oh, no. Now we're on the train. We're on the Blitz train. The album drops next Sunday. But if you go into the description of this show here on YouTube, there is a link to Blitz's Twitter X page. See, I'm old school. Not only would I vote for the older guys like Doug Bryan, but I call it Twitter. The link is in there. Follow him. Sign up for the pre-sale. Help him out. He does great things for this channel. He's a great member of our community, and he deserves all the love. You know what? Before I get on my next rant, we will end this now. Zach Wilson defeats Michael Clemens. 7:33. Submit. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see, for the second time in this tournament, a 100% vote? It could very well happen here. We have fighting out of the, I don't even want to say blue corner because now he's a Tar Heel and that fucking sucks. We have Bill Belichick against Greg Van Rotten with how awful he was. So let your voice be heard. Which Jet do you hate most? Bill Belichick or Greg Van Ryn? Now, while you guys are all voting one way and one way only, you fucking trolls voting for Rotten just to spoil the fun. You're a bunch of curmudgeons. I hope your eggs next week are spoiled and you never find them. Anyway, I take that back. Thank you for watching the show and thank you for participating. You guys as well. Back to the projections. As a team, I think you're going to see a team that comes together. I think you're going to see a team that's tight. I think you're going to see a team that loves playing for one another and with one another. I think you're going to see a team that embraces the identity of their head coach. They're going to be built for this shit. We're going to build a hard-nosed team. We're going to build a team that can punch you in the mouth offensively, defensively, and even in the face if it calls for it. This is going to be a team that we're going to be proud of. Shout out to the old channel name, Proud New York Jet Fan. We are going to be proud of this team. Will we win every game immediately? No. But I think they're going to fight tooth and nail from beginning to end. Aaron Glenn said it already. We're in phase 1. Everything's in the details. Right now, it's not about scheme. It's not about the plays. It's about getting bigger, faster, stronger, coming together as one. There'll be time for the scheme. There'll be time to implement the plays. There'll be time to tweak and build it and make it for the players that we have. Right now, it's time to come together. It's a new day for Jets fans. It's a new day for this organization. There's a lot of things to be excited about. Are we in Super Bowl talk? No. But we were last year. How the fuck did that work out? We're laughing stock of the league because we were labeled as a Super Bowl contender with the amazing roster that we had. And we won 5 games. So maybe this is what we need as an organization, as an owner who had his bling and he was all about promoting himself. Maybe this is exactly what we need. Maybe we need no expectations. Maybe this team needs everyone to say, you know what? We heard all the hype last year. This year, nobody believes in us. There are very few things in sports that can bring people together and motivate more than us against the world. You see it all the time. You see that identity form. You see that they don't believe in us and things start to turn. That's where we're at right now. It's put up or shut up. I don't want to hear hype. I don't want to talk about hype. I want to watch this team grow. I want to start off with very little expectations and watch them build over the course of the next 2-3 years into a powerhouse. And I think they can. Detroit did it. Cleveland was very close to doing it when they had Mayfield. They had the lead against Mahomes in the playoffs. That playoff run, I think this final score is 26-20. Baker Mayfield had that crazy touchdown run hitting the pylon. They had the Chiefs on the ropes, and the Chiefs blew everyone else away the rest of the playoffs. Cleveland played them the tightest. And then they got rid of Mayfield, and it went weird. But why can't we be that team that's been down forever, like a Detroit, like a Cleveland, like us, and be that team that all of a sudden brings the right coach, brings the right identity, brings the right culture, drafts the right way, hits on 5-6 starters in one draft. And then you all look back and say, wow, they did get it right. Look at Campbell in his first year. Dan Campbell in Detroit. That end of that first year, you saw it. You saw that it was coming. You knew that they were building it. You knew that they were on the verge of something. And they've been there. Granted, the coaching decisions in game may have cost them from getting further, but the talent is there. They're fun to watch. They are. Got an exciting young running back in Gibbs. Got a power running back in Montgomery. Got a nice tight end in Laporta. Got St. Brown. Got an explosive guy getting downfield like J-Mo. You got Goff running this system. You have one of the best offensive lines in football. You had Aiden Hutchinson, who was going to run away with Defensive Player of the Year last year, getting sacks and interceptions, and he was the freak. He was the best player in football before he got hurt. Got a lot of nice pieces. You got Brian Branch there. You got a lot of good role players who understand what it takes. And kudos to Glenn, who went through a lot of injuries, still coaching that team deep into the playoffs. Why can't that be us? Why can't Engstrand be the next bright offensive mind and we got him? Why do we always have to look at everyone else's team and say, oh, we missed out on that guy. Oh, we missed out on that player. Why can't this be the time it all comes together? Why can't this be the team that we look at and say, I never saw that team coming. Never saw that coming. Bill Parcells, we saw it coming. Herman Edwards with Parcells' team. We saw that coming. It was a down year, and then Mangini comes in. And then Mangini leaves, and Rex comes in. That team looked like it was built to win, but they got rid of Mangini after the Favre debacle. Nobody saw back-to-back AFC championships coming. It's been a long time since this team caught us by surprise. I think people were surprised last year that it was as bad as it was. But this looks to me, if you want to have your silver lining, this is the team that could catch all of us off guard again. Run game and defense can still win. Run game and defense travel. Run game can still be explosive. Run game can still open up the pass downfield. You're running the ball 4, 5, 6 yards at a clip. Eventually, you're going to be able to hit a play action and get over the top because those safeties are going to be coming up at 6, 7 yards, making plays. They make one step the wrong way. Garrett Wilson can get deep. We have the recipe. It's up to the coaching staff to put all the ingredients together and cook it for the right amount of time. Shout out to Nav, our resident chef. Jets Johnny coming in with a $5 super chat. You guys got to follow the rules. Gifted memberships get it. This is the last one for a non-gifted membership. But I love Blitz, and I will not refuse it. Jets Johnny, I appreciate you. Thank you for this. And hell, I'm in a fighting mood. Let's throw down. Back to the first Blitz BK song for the channel.
Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy get the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles growing man, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldiers here. Johnny.
Jets Johnny, you're the man. Because not only did he give you one Blitz BK song, he gifted 5 memberships. That went to, I'm on YouTube, Cincy Matt, John B, Adriano's World, Beth Page Chris, and one of my favorite names, Monkey Manstand. You know what that gets you? That gets you another Blitz song. Why are we playing the Blitz songs, you ask? Very simple. All right, I'm done with 4. I have no more. We have the Blitz album dropping this Sunday. Go to the description. Go to his X page. Click the like. Go buy and order the pre-sale on his album dropping. You don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of it. You don't want to have to hear how great it is. You want to be the one saying how great it is. How great is it? Oh, I hope this song's on there.
Blitz got
Gentry covering the fumble. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
It's fucking amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to Jersey Jet, who gifted a membership that went to Jake Asman. Looking forward to meeting a lot of you. What are we, 11 days away? Math checks out. 11 days it is. 11 days away. Come say hello. I'll be there with Charles Gorman, Knob, my buddy Mark Reese, Jay Graves, J3 siblings, Nate, everyone. I think Snowball, Genergy, Blitz BK. There's going to be a ton of us there. I do ask one thing. I know it's a big-ass maniac thing, but I kind of want to get a picture with the Shiners, too. Everyone who's an Asmania and a Shiner. If you're in the Discord, we got to get a picture together. We have to at some point. And that's a little baby request, a little side request. Of course, it's Jake's day. It's Jake's event, but we all got to we got to get together for one picture at some point. Definitely need that. All right. Thank you, everyone. Now, here's the cool thing about doing the show. You guys are very active in the chat. But then things happen behind the scenes. Some things happen that only I'm aware of. And right now, what I have right here on my phone is the playlist on the album. We have number 8. The 8th track is the Discord Party. Batting 7th, we have Jets Worldwide. Number 6, Thursday Night Throwdown. Number 5, Talk Jets. Number 4, The Fish Funeral. Number 3, Changes, not by Tupac, by Blitz BK. Number 2, A Song to the Ladies, Addicted. I heard she's addicted to what the dick did. Shut up, Nick. Number 1, Jets football. So, ladies and gentlemen, available release date, April 20th, 2025, real estate production, full-on Blitz, Blitz BK. Don't miss out. As the kids say, or maybe they're like the adults now, you better cop that. All right. Some of the nuggets that Rich Cimini had today are some of the takes that I've been saying here on this channel. One of the nuggets that he says is drafting another offensive lineman. As of right now, we're at 7. It would be 3 top 10 selections in the last 5 years. Barrett Tucker, Becton, and potentially one of the guys this year. Is it too much? When you look at Becton's gone, you look at Vera Tucker could be gone after the season if they don't pick up the option. I don't think so. Like I said earlier, you got Titman and Olu are the only ones under contract right now after this year. Would it make sense to have a center and 2 tackles locked in? Absolutely. 100% it would. Does it have to be round 1? Shout out again. 69 of you watching. We always have to announce that on the show here. A couple more minutes in the poll. Bill Belichick running away with it. Bill Belichick, you suck. Can we get an offensive lineman in round 2 or even 3? Yeah. But if you want to build an elite line, I could see the logic in going and drafting Membu, Campbell, moving back a little bit, maybe taking, his name escapes me right now, the kid from Ohio State who got injured last year. You got Connerly from Oregon who's up there. You got the kid from Minnesota. There's a lot of talent at tackle. Now, do all of them play right tackle? No. We saw Alt move last year. He did pretty well on the right side. Could we draft someone and move them? Sure. But Membu is a natural right tackle. And in the day and era that we're in football, where it used to be, back when I was Connor Long's age, shout out to Connor, I saw him in the chat before, left tackle is your pass blocker, right tackle is your run guy. Because no one really put, the only time you had an edge rusher coming off the right tackle side is if you had a lefty quarterback. Nowadays, you got guys who move around. The pass, we know how much the edge defensive end position has evolved in the NFL. You need a guy just as good on the right as you have on the left. So, in theory, it makes sense to go, let me fix this camera. It makes sense to build your offensive line to be the absolute best that it can be. You don't want to lose games up front. That's where you win them. You don't want to lose games because you're trucking out a Max Mitchell. You don't want to lose games because your quarterback is getting annihilated play after play after play because you can't keep the defense out of the backfield. You win games by opening up holes in the run game. If it's Membu, and if it's Vera Tucker next to one another, with Tittman possibly pulling, or Ruckert going in motion, and then Tittman pulling behind him, I like the chances of the New York Jets moving the ball. Braylon Allen running, Brees running a stretch behind those four guys, maybe with Lazard outside blocking. That's a nice setup for success. So I'm not mad if we go offensive line. I don't care if I'm right. I want the Jets to be right each and every round. And if we take the tackle, guess what we do immediately? We start looking at who's going to be available on day 2. We start to look at maybe did the Jets even trade back up because they got an extra 5, they got an extra 6. Did they maybe trade up if one of these tight ends they really like? I think Loveland will be gone by Indy. Warren could be gone early. I don't think you're going to see us move up into the teens, but those late 30s or move up like we did in previous years, like we moved up on day 2 from 38 to 35 to draft Brees Hall. I can see the Jets jumping a little bit to get their guy on day 2. But we shall see. The main thing is hit and hit again and hit again and hit again and build this goddamn team, something that we have not done in a very long time. Now, another thing of note today. Jalen Reed. Jets seem to be big on Jalen Reed. They've had a visit with him. They've been in touch with him. They seem to like him. I don't know if he makes it to round 2. I don't know if I want a defense that early. I know we need a safety. I think when you're looking at those 2 5s, that's where you get a safety there. If we stay status quo, no trades, right tackle, tight end, wide receiver, D tackle, safety, possibly another wide receiver. Get a linebacker with one of those 5s or 6s, someone who can contribute on the special teams and have some depth and maybe get coached up and develop. For those of you who are shiners, I just dropped the link. This is not a hangout. Hangout will be later in the show. But if you want some Jets takes, you want to argue, debate, agree, counter anything that I've said in the first hour, feel free to join. But when you look at this team, not far off. We're not. Just got to hit the right spots. Coach up Justin Fields, that would be nice. I see Southend bring up a name. Ray Mickens' son would be a cool story. Nate texted me the other day, said that PFF updated their rankings and he went from like 227 to like 101. So a guy who was going in the 6th or 7th round is now projected as a late 3, early 4. So good for Mickens. Can you imagine how cool would that be? Aaron Glenn, who played with Ray Mickens, played next to Ray Mickens. Glenn was the corner. Mickens was the slot. Would get to coach his son? Sign me up for that story. Sign me up for CBS pregame with Ray Mickens and his son and Aaron Glenn sitting there for an interview. That would be dope. Sign me up for that. It's a cool story. You know what else is a cool story? Bill Belichick just steamrolling his way to the finals, it looks like. After blowing out Woody Johnson, I don't think anyone can really compete. Next up, we have an interesting one. We have former general manager with the most awful draft in Jets history, the Idzik 12, against somebody that always got a reaction from this fan base, who just won a Super Bowl. I think recency bias will continue here. Ladies and gentlemen, which Jet do you hate more, John Idzik or Mekhi Becton? Typing like Charles Gorman over here. I am excited. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Make sure you hit the like button. Our friend Modine. Rookies don't flourish right away, usually even first rounders. Jets picked up bargain sale players for free agency. Fields isn't even an average QB. Bottom of the league in QB play. Jets 4 wins. Well, I respect that. I respect the take. That's the part that I was saying earlier. This could be a team that thrives on no expectations. This could be a coaching staff that finds a way for the us against the world mentality. F. Mekhi Becton, he's got creakier knees than me. Shout out to celebrating that month of the year. You guys are great. You guys are absolutely great. Now, earlier in the show, we mentioned Bonesy, King Lowski, who made it to the finals. One of our very own here on this channel and in the Shiners put on a hell of a display. You know he's beloved, and he's here with us right now. Ricky, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing?
I'm fired up tonight, man. I haven't been on in a couple days. I haven't been on since Wednesday night. I'm up, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good too. Also fired up. And
nice.
Man, less than 2 weeks away. I can't wait to see the puzzle pieces fall into place and the picture to become more clear for us. And I'm really stoked for the draft, man. I have full confidence in Glenn and his ability to evaluate talent. And like you said, you know, I'm anxious to build this thing the right way. You know, there's been a lot of hesitance from my fellow Jet fans to jump on board with this thing. And, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I was in another show that I won't mention the name, but somebody made the comment, we're built for this shit. Built for what? Losing more games and feeling like crap on Sunday? And I was like, dude, that's such a terrible attitude. When Glenn says we're the Jets, we're built for this, he's thinking about the 1998 Jets. He's thinking about those 98 through 2004 Jets, where we were in the playoffs every year, where every Sunday we were convinced we were going to win, no doubt whatsoever. And I miss those days. And, I have confidence in him building this thing the right way. And I'm not upset that we haven't made the big splash in free agency, because the big names like Tyron Smith and Hassan Reddick, what did they get us last year? Nothing. So I would rather just have good, solid football players that aren't necessarily the big name, and let's do this thing the right way. Completely agree.
I agree. We had a Hall of Fame quarterback. We had one of the best wide receiver tandems in the NFL, and we couldn't find ways to win. Sometimes winning's not in the stats. It's doing the dirty work. It's doing the little things the right way. It's finding a way to win games when the numbers aren't there. You always hear the Pittsburgh Steelers come to mind. Oh, that's an ugly win. It's a fucking win. I'll take a 6-3 win over a 45-42 loss 10 times out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Too many
absolutely.
people want it to look pretty. Listen, you're not marrying the fucking game. You don't need it to be pretty. You don't need it to cook well. You know what you needed to do? Just exist. And that's what we need with wins. So maybe not having big stats is a key to us, right? Maybe that's what brings the team together is, hey, you know what? It's 3rd and 2. We need this first down to run out the clock. Let's get this play. You know, something in the huddle like that where the team goes out, we get the first down, the clock runs out, the game's over. Jets win 10-9. Oh, we lost last year 10-9 to the Broncos. Remember that? Finding ways to win games brings a team together. You know what tears a team apart, even if silently, if no one wants to speak out against the great Rodgers? Losing. Losing games divides a locker room, right? Whether it's quietly and internally or it's projected out loud. But winning galvanizes a team. Winning a game you're not supposed to win, our Jets won a Super Bowl they weren't supposed to win. It changed the whole landscape of football as we know it today. Why can't winning games you're not expected to win start to change the trajectory of a failed franchise for many years over? And by the way, I know they're not a sponsor on the channel, but Tim Hortons Maple Coffee is popping tonight. A lot of you remember when I would be on these crazy positive rants when I was drinking Cafe Bustelo, but this might be just as good. No more watering down the coffee on Sunday nights, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know what? Like you said, a win is a win. And I know everybody wants it to be exciting, a big play. You know what? Give me 3.5, 4-yard runs, because you put a couple of those together and you got a first down. You know what? Give me just simple running the ball and playing good defense. And you know what? If we win every game 9-6, I don't give a shit. They're wins.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to win football games. I can't wait to get back to winning ways. And for all the people that think we're going to win 3, 4, 5 games, no way. Like, we've won 7 games with shit quarterback play and the defense playing good. I see no reason why we can't win that many games this year. And really quick before I continue with my Jets take, I'd say everybody should go out and grab that Blitz BK album.
Hell yeah.
He does such an awesome job. And I'm going to share a story with you. Like, most of the time, Blitz will make a beat and then he writes the rhymes to go over the beat. This poor guy, when I asked him to help me with a song, I wrote down a bunch of random lyrics and he had to kind of make them fit over a beat. And the poor guy, I didn't think about it, when I first did it, but he pulled it off masterfully and made it all fall together and work. He's
the man.
A nod to his talent. Does such a good job with that stuff. So everybody grab that album and support our guy BK.
Absolutely. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, go to the description of this show right here. Blitz's X/Twitter link is there promoting the album. go click the link, hit the like button, subscribe to him on Twitter, and you can be one of the first in line to get his album, which drops next Sunday on 420. Ricky, we know how much you support all things 420. This album is considered a 420 album. It's Easter Sunday. Get yourself a gift, for crying out loud, and support him. And if you have any other money left over after that, send money to JJ so that he can go do some calf raises and get some muscle on those legs.
It's
the picture right next to it, so I had to share it.
I thought that was just a pair of chopsticks in the background.
That's it. Excuse me. What else you got? What's on your mind?
Oh, let me see. You know, who do you think's going to be the pick at 7?
I'm okay with Warren. All right. Let me tell you the names I'm okay with. I'm okay with Tyler Warren. I'm okay with Membu. Less okay with Campbell at 7. I would be okay with Graham. Obviously, Carter and Hunter I'm okay with, but I think they go 2-3.
Yeah, right.
Will Johnson, I love the talent. I don't see the logic in it being the Jets pick, right? When you just spent money on Stevens. I know there's Shamar Stewart talk. Now, I don't know if it's at 7. Samini had that in his article today, too, that Shamar Stewart, the Jets are very interested in him. You know, you got to look at it this way, right? Again, I can make the argument for it, not my desire. But if you move back a couple spots, say you miss out on Membu, you miss out on Warren, and now you're in that next tier of talent, we don't know what Jermaine Johnson's going to be coming back. Will McDonald's not the greatest at the run. Jermaine Johnson is in year 4. If you don't pick up his 5th-year option, which is due in May, you're replacing somebody. Right now, I know you and I both want to pick up Jermaine. We love him. But new regime, not their pick. The injury might scare them. We don't know their mindset with it. Okay?
I think they will, just because Glenn had mentioned how he had known Jermaine since college and how he's doing really well. So, I mean, I'm encouraged with that one. But, yeah, totally agree. I'll tell you what, like, everybody has been saying trade back since the beginning, and I always say, you know, it's easier to want to trade back than to actually do it. It's not that
can't just click a button like you do in a mock, right? A team has to want to go up. They got to call you.
So most of my mocks I did stick and pick because I wanted it to be realistic. However, this week with the news on Derek Carr, I think the door has opened for that opportunity to trade back a couple of spots. How much we get for them moving up 2 spots remains to be seen, but yeah, I would love just to drop back 2 and get like an extra third out of it.
Non-player,
awesome.
let me add to that. Non-player, my dream scenario, okay? Saints give us 9 and give us picks to move up 2 spots. Then the Colts come from 15 to 9 to get Tyler Warren and give us, say, a 2 next year. And then like another pick this year, right? That would be my dream scenario. You move back twice. You go to 9. Then you go to 15. They get their quarterback. Indy gets the tight end. Now you're sitting pretty. Thank you, Armand, 14. You're sitting – no, Dallas is at 14. Colts are 15, I believe. Or do I have that backwards?
No, you got it right. It's Dallas and the Colts.
Yeah, Armand. Dallas is 14, Colts 15. That would be my dream scenario. 2 trade backs. You're at 15. If you want Loveland, you're still in that area, right? You want a tackle, you still have one. If you want to go D-end, you're in Mikal Williams or Shamar Stewart territory. If you want a D tackle, you're in Kenneth Grant territory. So now you're getting all those extra picks on top of it.
Well,
Dallas is 12. All right, hold on. I'm getting updates here. Colts are 14. Dallas is 12. Atlanta's 15. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah. I knew Dallas was ahead of the Colts. At any rate, this is the thing, is a lot of these good teams, they don't have to take a right tackle in the first round, okay? And I've got a prospect that me personally, I'm just absolutely in love with as far as that goes. Being that we have a young quarterback that we're hoping to develop, hoping to take the next step that we absolutely need to protect. Let me tell you what, a natural right tackle, okay, 6'7", 314 pounds, but a lean frame, built like a tackle.
I know who you're going to say.
Played 764 snaps in 2023, gave up 0 sacks. Played 772 snaps last year, only gave up 2.
Did his namesake used to do backflips running out onto the baseball field?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Is this Ozzie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Ozzie Smith used to do the backflips running out onto the baseball field.
Okay, well, if you would have said, did his namesake bite the head off a bat in the 1980s?
Oh, okay. I got to know my audience. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. This isn't Bobby's show, okay? You don't need camera time, dude.
That's weird, man. That's not a fat raccoon. That cat actually looks like it's well taken care of.
He's very well taken care of. He's very spoiled. At any rate, yeah, man, I am a huge Ozzie fan. Like that's one of my favorite players for the Jets in this entire draft.
Thank you, Boom.
My perfect mock, believe it or not, like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm on the Matthew Golden train right now. The more that I've watched his film, the more I like it. I seem to like him more every time I watch it. For me,
what's your thoughts about Isaiah Bond? Isaiah Bond got arrested the other day, and the best comment on the whole article was Bond had a post bond. So he might be removed from a lot of people's boards. That was a guy who a lot of people thought was a 1, maybe early 2 at the worst, and now he might be a free faller if not drafted at all. Looks like a domestic violence case, right?
Yes, and yeah, it looks like he could take a real tumble. But the funny thing is last year at Texas, like, they all thought that Isaiah Bond was going to be the guy coming from Alabama. But as the year progressed, they actually figured out that Golden was the better out of the two. And you can see the target share in the beginning of the year. They were trying to force the ball to Bond. And by the end of the year, it was just all flowing to Golden.
Yeah.
Like, his release package getting off the line, the way that he can stem defenders and set them up and get them turned around and create like 4 or 5 yards of separation right at the line. I mean, I watched him do it over and over and over again. And yes, there's the speed. Yes, there's the one-handed catches, but it was the way he ran his routes, the way he can tempo up and down the routes and create extra separation. Like, the guy's just a good player. Like, I think of a young Stephon Diggs, like Atlanta Falcons era, Calvin Ridley, before he had his meltdown. Like, I see a player like that. So for me, if I could have my way, top 3 picks would be Golden, Tyleek, and Ozzie. And I think we would be well on our way to being set. And then I would probably trade up from our 4th from where we are and trade up a few spots and grab Gunnar Helm. And that would be my first 4 picks. And I think we would be absolutely set.
Nice. I like it. Once again, of course, 69 of you watching right now. The link is still only for the Discord members. If all of you here hit the like button at this moment, we have enough to rock and drop it in the public link. We have a 5-month member super chat from Hennessy. Thank you, Hennessy. Thank you for supporting the channel. Even though I love Warren, I am still team trade down because we can come away with 5+ starters this year in the trade down. Need Gentry and Sanders to drop. I agree. If Gentry's there, you could be looking at the Cowboys coming up. If Sanders is there, you're looking at possibly the Saints. And I'm all about picks. If we can get a 2 or even better going into next year's draft, and we have 2 1s next year or 2 2s, where if we win 6, 7, 8, 9 games and we're picking somewhere from 6 to 13, you're gonna need ammunition to jump, right?
Yeah.
So I'm perfectly okay with them saying we'll take a future pick because we have a plan, we have a vision, and we like whatever's going on next year, especially quarterback-wise, better. And if not, if Justin Fields turns into Sam Darnold, you have him under contract for a year or two, and now you might be in a position where you're finalizing a team with multiple ones or 3 of the top 45 next year. That could be another franchise-changing draft.
Oh, yeah. And that now, originally, I was a Tyler Warren guy, and in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, if Fields doesn't work out, we can make that move up next year and get Aller and reunite the two of those guys right here on the Jets. However, now I've moved on to having more confidence in the coaching staff, which is why I've moved on to Golden for my first round choice.
Okay.
But it's just the fact that Glenn, he over and over again, he said speed is what will change the game. And I feel like he almost gave us a blueprint for what he's thinking. But then people listen to it, but then they go on and like who they're going to like anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I like the guy who's slower, but a big possession receiver because that's who I like. Well, you're not Aaron Glenn,
Yeah.
So I kept thinking about that and how he talked about how he personally scouted Jamison Williams and how you have to have that guy to take the top off. And dude, I see us getting a burner. If it's not in the first, I would say by the second, but I see us using an early round pick on a speed guy.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's what I want. The days of the big receivers are over. Everyone's a quick-footed guy now. You got to be able to change direction quickly, get open in tight spaces, and that's all like the Garrett Wilson types, right? It's guys who can move well. If you're big on top of it, great. But you see the agility and the lateral footwork is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closing the poll, and John Idzik runs away with this one. I'm a little surprised, but kudos to you folks for remembering how awful that was, which brings us to our next poll. We're on to the other side of the bracket. And we have 2 coaches. One who is no longer with us, Tony Sperano. And no, I think both are not with us anymore. Kotite passed away, right? Yeah, Kotite's been passed away, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they're both passed away. So we have Tony Sperano against Rich Kotite. And I will tell you this, if you go back and look at the 1985 and 1986 New York Jets, they were 11-5 one year, 10-6 the other. They had one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. Rich Kotite was that offensive coordinator. Very few people know this. I learned that one night on Adam, New York Sports Wikimedia's YouTube channel, when we were doing a wheel, and I will always share that information with everyone because not many people know that. But it's my job to pass that info along to everyone. But we asked the question, which Jet do you hate most, Tony Sperano or Rich Kotite? Ladies and gentlemen, our 5th matchup of the night is underway. Ricky, I got someone else waiting. If you're not working tonight, later on in the show, we're going to do a hangout. If you want to pop back in, feel free.
Okay, I don't know if I'll be here or not because we actually are going back to the hospital later about this stupid friggin' finger.
Jesus
so
Christ.
I don't know
right.
if I'll be here for that or not. But if I'm not, I'll probably still be on my phone and still be in the chat, even if I don't pop on camera. But thanks for having me on. Everybody have a great night. Go get that Blitz BK album and fucking go Jet.
Amen. And good luck, Ricky. Keep us posted. Wildwave with an 11-month member super chat. Thank you, Wildwave. The fact that we've had visits with Harmon, Shamar, and Mikal Williams shows that they're looking for a buyer. I think the O-line is a smokescreen. I dig it. I dig it. And there's 2 things you do well in the NFL, aside from having the quarterback. You protect the quarterback, and you go hit the quarterback. So if they're going to get a guy who can go hit the quarterback, I'm all for that. I don't mind D-line. I don't mind the offensive tackles. I don't mind the tight end, Warren. but you got to move if you're going to take some of those guys. You can't sit and pick there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Hey, all you shiners, it's time for something cool. I'm here to do my part. I'll drop a stinky fart. No chicken soup for you. I'm gonna eat it up. And then I'll do a show and talk about the Green Hornet. I got a new laptop. You know it doesn't suck. I'll need to keep it down when I'm making too much noise. My mom will pull the plug and Dennis smack my ass, and that will surely blow. Hey, fuckers, it's time for the Nick Shine Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring in Bobby. Oh, hey, Charles.
Hi, I'm Bob from Vermont. How's everyone doing?
Nice. We have breaking news here from the big fella. Rich Kotite ain't dead. Well, big fella, he's dead to us. Thank you for the update.
I think, Joe Walton passed away. Let me go check.
You don't have to go check. He did.
But
Connor Long with a 8-month member super chat. Thank you, Connor. Elijah Roberts from SMU is a perfect day 2 option for the Jets. Article on it tomorrow morning. Where's the article, Connor? If you're going to plug completely. That's what she said. I would also love a trade down to 21 for Loveland.
Plug it in. That's what she said.
All right. Well, calm down, Charles. This is a Jet show. Relax. Perfect.
And
anyway. Hold on. Big news. Actually, little news. Armand says, personal news yesterday is my 3-year weight loss anniversary. When I started, I was 484. And as of yesterday, I've lost 197 pounds and now weigh 287. Armand, congrats. Charles, clap for Armand. Well done, Armand. Very proud of you, man. Very proud of you. All right, Connor just puts out Jets X Factor, ladies and gentlemen. His article will be on Jets X Factor. There you go, Connor. I'm trying to get the info to those that may not know. Charles, any interest in playing basketball one-on-one?
I don't know if this is a troll account, but I'm going to say not interested in playing trolls in basketball.
But wouldn't that help you? You're not the tallest guy in the world. You're only 5'3". A troll would give you a height advantage.
I see what you're saying. I would bust your
like
ass.
Like a garden gnome? Like you against a garden gnome? Wouldn't that be good?
Maybe.
All right. Back to the Jets, Charles. Let's focus here, okay? What's on your mind, buddy? And don't tell me any perverted stuff. Tell me what's on your mind with the Jets only.
I just researched Shamar Stewart. He only had 1.5 sacks last year, but from what I understand, he's rising up the draft boards.
He is. He is a physical specimen. He's very talented. Now, someone who's in the next matchup here is Vernon Golston. I think the Jets fans would have a buyer beware because some people want statistics. There's people who are shitting on Tyler Warren because they can't grasp the fact that he was behind Theo Johnson, who was drafted last year by the Giants, and he's only got 1 year of stats. Okay. But guess what? Fans look at stats. Do you know what scouts look at? They look at talent, skill set, ability, agility. Those aren't quantified in how many passes you caught. Those aren't quantified in the system that you ran. Those aren't quantified in how much you run the ball. So,
yeah, that's very true.
Question for you, Charles.
How the fuck did I get out of Arkham? Simple. I farted my way out.
Did you see the name of the account?
The Batfill, yeah. I think it's a troll account, too.
That's wild because does it show here? Oh, there it is. It's not a troll account. It's the Bat Fella. You went against him.
Oh, it's Big Fella would have changed his name. I get what he's doing. Anyway, Big Fella, by the way, I know this is a Jets show right now, but if I'm going to wear my classic Captain Marvel / Shazam costume, you got to dress up as the Bat Fella.
Bad. He's calling out you. All right. Charles making demands from the big fella. Charles, he beat you. He's the one that's got to make the demands. Like, you don't get to tell the guy who beat you what he has to do.
Well, he did ask me to vote for him, and I did, and he got destroyed by King Lowski.
Wow, now you're talking shit to the guy that beat you? What do you mean?
I'm not talking
He
shit.
graciously lost. He got destroyed.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that. I already lost. Our King Lowski blew out.
Your identity got destroyed. He just lost.
Yeah, that's true. My identity.
Too soon? Too soon or no? Nah, listen, I'm going to joke about it. That's what I do.
Anyways, if the Jets take Membu, I'd be very happy because we get to complete our offensive line. I said this with Izzu. Tim, Izzu be for real. I think that's one of the Shiners, one of my fellow Shiners. I think it's important that we complete our offensive line because, and I'm actually going to do a YouTube video on this.
Nice plug. Where can they find this YouTube video?
Well, I said I'm going to do one on my YouTube channel called Charles A. Gorman. By the way,
Charles A. Gorman. Nice.
I have close to 265 subscribers on my channel. I did a live stream today, so it jumped my subscriber count a whole lot.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Keep working hard, man. We got to get those watch hours up.
Thank you. I'm going to do a video on how important a good offensive line is. I know people say the quarterback is the most important position, but what good is a quarterback if the game I can't even talk straight. The game is won and lost in the trenches. Now, the quarterback may help determine the outcome of a game, but the game is won and lost in the trenches. The quarterback doesn't have an offensive line. He's not going to have a long career. So I'm going to do a video about that. Also, I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I know you're a big fan of Ken O'Brien, correct?
Are you talking about this Ken O'Brien, who we are taking raffles for right now with the autographed jersey? I do.
Ken O'Brien,
Ken O'Brien,
quarterback of the Jets from the 80s. That you said has a winning record against Marino. I think he's like 7-6 or 8-6 versus Marino.
So. This Ken O'Brien right here.
Yeah, this Ken O'Brien, yes.
He touched that jersey, Charles. Just like you touched the hearts of many ladies on the internet.
Thank you. But I was since a lot of Jet fans are still PO'd about taking Ken O'Brien over Marino, I was thinking maybe you and I could do a video where we defend Ken O'Brien. A collaboration where we both defend Ken O'Brien.
Well, look at you, Charles, evolving as a content creator. I like it. I'm willing. You know my schedule's a little nuts right now, but if it works out.
I'm not saying right this second. I'm just saying when you're available, when you're ready.
We can work something out.
Because I've watched Ken O'Brien highlights, and he is a very talented quarterback. And, but obviously he didn't have the longevity that Dan Marino had, unfortunately. But
they couldn't keep him upright. That offensive line was one of the worst offensive line ever in the 80s and the early 90s. He got the shit beat at him, Charles. It was so bad to watch.
That's what I've been told, yeah.
And Josh says he was running for his line. Well, Josh, you know the sad part? He couldn't run. That's why he got the shit beat out of him. He wasn't able. He tried running for his life, but he failed. He was annihilated. And that was an era where you could beat the crap out of the quarterback. And they didn't throw the flag.
Touch him the wrong way, you get flagged.
Yep. Charles, are you wearing the same shirt now as you're wearing in this video right here?
I remember when I lost my mind.
That's me with no teeth?
Yep. Breaking news.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
And that's you with really big teeth. So you average them out and you have normal sized teeth. Don't question Gator. Just roll with the punches, Charles.
Gators are a trip, I'll tell you that much.
Charles, if you had a pick at number 7, you're the general manager. What's your pick? Charles A. Gorman, you have a selection for the New York Jets. Who would you pick?
I would say Armand Membu.
Okay.
Here's
what I need from you. If Armand Membu is the pick, I need you to stand on a table at the draft and jump off the table. Myself, Big Fella, and others, we will have our arms out. It'll be like a superhero dive. You just jump and we'll catch you. We'll get 3-4 people on each side. You jump and we catch you if it's Membu. All right?
But if you drop me,
We won't drop
It's going to
you.
be
I'll give
hell
you my
to pay.
word. Dude, I'm responsible for you that day. Me and the big fella could catch you by ourselves, but we'll have other people there just so the video looks better. But if Membu's the pick, you have to jump off the table into our arms.
Jump off the table. Okay, I'll keep
Jump
that in
off,
mind.
get on the table like a superhero and jump, and we'll catch you. All right, big fella says he's dropping you. All right, I'll catch you. Damn it, big fella.
I'm
trying to make
dropping
this.
it.
I knew the
Okay, big
superhero
fella.
thing. Oh, he wants Warren. That's why he's going to drop you.
I wanted Warren at first too until I saw Membo's highlights.
All right. I respect the hustle, Charles. I like that you're doing some work.
I'm gonna watch Shamir Stewart highlights after this. So,
Speaking of work, how does Dave Briggett feel about you? Any news?
I may not move into my new place on April 15th yet. So, there's a lot of things I gotta take care of right now. Dave Briggett's
April
happy
15th
for
is
me.
like Tuesday.
Yeah, I know it's April 5th. It's this Tuesday. Yeah.
All right.
My first appointment with my job coach is on the 21st.
Okay.
Nick
All right, man.
Shine. Hold on, Mom. Are you decent?
I'm in my pajamas.
Okay, that's good. Say hi to
Hey,
me.
Nick.
Hi, Mrs. Gorman. How are you?
She
Good.
wanted to know who I was talking to, so that's why
It's
I showed
just
her
me.
the phone.
Hey, it's you. As long as it's you, Nick. I'm getting
It's
ready
me.
for tomorrow, Nick. Bright and early, 5 o'clock.
All right. Have a good night. I'm sorry if we disturbed you. I blame Charles. He called in.
What are you saying?
He said that he blames me. He called in. I called in. But Warren would be a great pick too. I'm not against Warren. And you brought it up that Theo Johnson was the star tight end before Tyler Warren. But as you said, they don't just look for stats. Stats, I'm actually doing a video on that too. That stats, while they can be great to observe, analyze, and compare, they can also be very misleading.
Okay.
And
Explain, please. Do tell.
well, just because a quarterback has more touchdowns than I gotta explain this shit. Players aren't just judged by their stats. They're judged by influence and impact on the game. Like, for example, Richie White is regarded by many as the greatest defensive end of all time, not because of his stats, but because of his impact. Now, Richie White was a one-man wrecking crew similar to Lawrence Taylor.
Good point.
Lawrence Taylor, changed the game from a linebacker perspective. He changed the game from a defensive perspective. And
He did.
People try to block him with a running back, that didn't work. Try to block him with a tight end, that didn't work. As my dad would say, one play he would sack the quarterback, next play he would cover the tight end. He was a different animal.
Right.
People want to criticize Joe Namath for the amount of interceptions he threw, but the thing is, he played in a different era.
That's true.
Ken Stabler was a very good quarterback. As a matter of fact, people regard him as one of the most clutch quarterbacks in history. He has more interceptions than touchdowns, but what makes him a Hall of Famer was the impact and influence he had in the game. You can't just judge a player by stats. You got to judge it by influence and impact and the standard they set for that position.
It's fair. I only have one way to counter that. Thoughts?
What's that?
Thoughts on the temperature in Santa Fe Springs being 69 degrees tonight, as Addison sent me.
That's cool.
It is cool. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's cool.
Cool.
Go on. I'm sorry.
But, stats, I'm trying to think of something. There's a lot of thoughts going on in my mind right now. But I'm not saying stats aren't great. We learned about stats when we were in school and college. We did math. We used mathematics, science, calculation, all this other crap with stats. But thanks, Mom, for interrupting me.
Thanks, Mom, for giving me life and supporting me through my hardships in life at times. That's what you should have said.
I love you, Mom.
Thank you for always supporting me, even though might not be the easiest thing to do, Mom.
My mom has poor hearing. I'm sorry.
I think you got a smart mouth.
My mom
I said that he should be saying, thank you for supporting me, Mom, maybe with all the hardships that I bring to the table at times. Thank you for your love and support, Mom, is what he should be yelling to you.
I know. Yeah, keep dreaming.
I'll whip him into shape for you, Mrs. Gorman. I'll do my best.
Working on the same schedule we are?
I'm trying.
No. I'm talking about work.
Oh no, I'm 2:30 to 11. I was at Colonia Middle School, and I saw Jess, and I said, "Where's Mrs. Gorman?" She's like, "Oh, but that was right when school was letting out, and I never saw you that day."
Oh, because but you're not off next week, are you? No, you guys work.
Yeah, I took a couple days off the following week.
I'm not asking you that, but you have the same. You don't have the same schedule then. You have to come in.
Yeah, no, we're there when the school's closed. It allows us to do a little bit extra.
Okay. All right. Be talking to you, guy. Be well. Have a good holiday.
You too. See you soon. Happy Easter if I don't talk to you.
Yeah, same here.
I do love my mother.
I didn't question that. I think your mom loves me. I think we have a good respect for one another.
I'm glad. But obviously, without stats, you need employment and all that other stuff. But obviously, if you're gonna,
we do.
But also, think of it. Speaking of employment, if you want to get promoted, you can't. You gotta judge it. If you come on, Charles, speak properly. You were raised to speak properly. If you want to get promoted, you have to be judged on your impact in the company. I've always believed there are two types of employees: hardworking employees and slacker employees. Hardworking employees have a great impact and influence on the company, and because of that, they get promoted. Slacker employees get the pink slip.
All right. So you've covered a lot here. So yes, you will jump off the table if Membo is the pick?
Yes, I will jump off the table, but remember, the big fella drops, but you kick him in the ass, will you?
I won't hurt the big fella in any way, shape, or form.
Or give him the nose on the back of the head or something.
You won't get dropped. I give you my word. I'll catch you.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
I'm Kevin Costner. You're Whitney Houston. I'll be the bodyguard. Nothing will happen to you that night. All right.
Thank you, my friend. And I will bring my classic Captain Marvel /
Yeah, bring it. Don't wear it there, because when the party fills up and the draft starts, that's when you're going to come out of the bathroom with it. Like you're going to come out. We're going to stage it. Like you can't just be hanging out and people come in one at a time. We need a big reveal.
I will tie it to my fanny pack and we'll be on our way.
Do you have any other costumes that like we can keep you like you'd be like a host of the Oscars and you keep doing like wardrobe changes throughout the night?
I have my Jonathan Vilma Jets jersey, but I'm gonna wear that when I'm with you guys.
All right, yeah, wear that for the train and everything. Okay, that makes sense. Charles,
it was a pleasure, Nick. Like always, you're a good man. God bless you. And congrats on your A1C levels.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad you're in good health, my friend. Take care.
I'm much better health. Charles, it was a pleasure. Tell the family that I said hello. All right, he leaves. That's it. I feel like Commissioner Gordon, and I turn my head for a second, and then I look back, and he's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Gorman and the YouTube debut of Mrs. Gorman, who was decent. Still is decent, I believe. Yeah, I already texted that to Gator. Don't worry. He's replying to me now in text. Mo, I was at a 13.8 2 years ago, and I'm down to a 6.4. I'm getting there, buddy. Maybe in 3 more months, I'll meet your goals. But right now, my progression is fantastic. Dick. Oh, okay. If we could find... Oh, we all have to get superhero costumes. That'd be great if we all just came out like randomly throughout the night in superhero costumes to support Charles. Thank you, Mo. Much better response. Yeah, I was 13. I always joke that when I was at 13.8, I was like Wilt Chamberlain sitting there holding the sign like it was one of the highest ever. Let's see. Where are we at? We are at, how many likes are we at? We're at 78. You guys are cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Kotite wins with what else? 69% of the vote. For you shiners who are here and in the chat, this may be your time to join and shine, unintended, because I need some more coffee and I need some people to come on and talk Jets. But before I do that, I'm going to ask you a very important question. Which Jet do you hate most? We have former Ohio State defensive end, drafted 6th overall by the New York Jets, Vernon Golston, against former LSU safety, drafted number 6 overall by the New York Jets. The New York Jets. Which Jet do you hate most? Bloop, bloop. The poll is up. That's what she said. Rickett, hit the refresh button. I see 79. I just hit the refresh. Oh, Matt, that's hysterical. I'm looking at the Discord right now. Oh, the vote was 68. It said 69, and when I hit end, it dropped. I'm sorry. When I went to hit end, it had 59 votes, and 2 more people got votes in from the moment I saw it. Sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The Discord tonight is not capitalizing on their time to shine. I dropped the link to you, regular people. The Discorders are superstars. They support the channel. Recurring payments get you into the Discord. I thank you, everyone, for being a part of the channel, supporting it in whatever way you do. 2 great calls back to back with Ricky, Charles Gorman, and the YouTube debut of Mrs. Gorman, a moment that will stand in time. Very proud to bring that moment to you here, folks. I am going to run to the bathroom, and I'm going to try to make a coffee. Nicholas,
What?
I need you to come over here, take controls. It's the Nick Shine Show. I'm just going to put another Nick Shine here for the minute to change the videos when they're over.
I am.
Shut up and pause your game. Come help your father.
It's online. How am I supposed to pause it? What's up, chat?
Addison, this will be where you come in. I need a co-host, Addison. Addison, you want to be my co-host? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back. This is the other Nick Shine.
YBO.
And we will play some Blitz BK songs to support Blitz for the debut of his album coming out this Sunday, 1 week from today. You know what? I need about 4.5 minutes. So we're going to start off with some comedy, some humor, some Lane impressions, and then we'll get into Blitz. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these words.
This is his Bobby in his orange chair. See, this is him. I like to just come around. Let's get my wife. No, I mean, I'm Neil. I saw that game, and I was in my nuts. How could they not win? I'm upset right now, going bonkers with a cigar in my mouth. I was watching it, and the record's like 10-3 now. You know? Let me just go step out the window right now. I'm Charles. With the hat on.
Oh, wow. That's fast. Yeah, you could do. All right, hold on. Let's do Alan. Do you want to do a impersonation of me?
Good evening. Before I start this show, these are the advertisements. Custom best bourbon that you could get for just 99 cents for the you get 50% off anytime you go to like Buffalo Wild like Wings for any Jets game or Giants game. We're gonna go take some callers now. Bobby, are you there? I don't think he's there. I think he's in a dark spot.
Would you be able to do an impersonation of Jake?
You know how it counts down to the beginning of the show and go, good evening. I'll have shows on for 2 days. I had one this morning with Jeff Parsons. And the merch store, anything that you could get from the merch store is you get for any, like, if you become a member. The first caller we go to is Bobby, midnight. Hi, Jake. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you look happy. Can we see your cat? Okay, I'll show you my cat. Oh, the kitty cat. I can do this all day.
Can you do an impersonation of Robert C?
Don't worry, but his hair's never clean. He looks like a guy from Monster Inc.
Are you going to race Charles at MetLife Stadium in the parking lot of 40-yard dash?
Do you know the national anthem?
Oh, say and make through by the light and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
Tremendous work.
It's got me.
Gentry covered in football. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall, hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy get the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Nick does have the best music of all the content creators. Want more of that music? Go to the description, click the link to go to Blitz's YouTube or Twitter page. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have ourselves a contest here. 51-49, Vernon Golston against Jamal Adams. Do you hate the guy that was never anything? Or do you hate the guy that became something and turned into a crybaby and then got shipped off? Different reasons to hate. Curious to see how this one plays out. Ladies and gentlemen, Adirondack Fly Guy has gifted a membership that went to Mr. Big Skins. Thank you, Adirondack. I appreciate you, good sir. So far, we've added 18 memberships this show, 2 more memberships, and I owe 4. Thank you, everyone who has gifted. And don't forget, when you gift, 2 weeks from tonight, we will be drawing the Ken O'Brien and the Chad Pennington jersey. Now, here's the rules. Rules are going to be a little different. The first winner will have their choice of what they want. Now, if the first winner is not in the chat that night live, and the second winner is, the second winner has choice. So you do have to be present for the show on the 27th. So if you've been gifting, thank you, first off. But secondly, make sure you're here on the 27th if you want your choice. And look at that, Mr. Big Skin's coming right in to say hello. Make sure you hit the like button, and that's awesome. Thanking Adirondack for it. Hell yeah, Big Skins. Hola, Johnny. Oh, boy. We are at 46 votes, and we are tied at 50-50. Remember, there's 10 minutes left. We'll end it at the 20-minute mark. And if anyone remembers how the tiebreaker goes down, I have the deciding vote. So right now we are tied. And while we are tied, Ricky says, I want Nick to give the 4th membership. Let's get it there. Ricky gifts a membership that went to Kyle Clifton. Awesome. Look at that. Ricky gifted Kyle, 2 guys who went far in the tournament. Show the love. Big fella says, if I win the O'Brien jersey, I'm framing it. Speaking of framing jerseys, I'm going to have one myself that I'm going to be framing. Last Sunday, Alona and I went to the aquarium up at American Dream. And when we hit the exit, there's a table there. There's a Garrett Wilson authentic helmet. It's a silent auction. Sauce Gardner jersey. They had a Michael Strahan helmet, Lawrence Taylor jersey, Pokemon with 4 like special cards in a case or in a frame. They had Goodfellas with multiple guys signing it. Without me knowing, she put a bid on the Sauce Gardner. She gets the text Friday morning. She won the Sauce Gardner. So I have an autographed Sauce Gardner jersey coming. And I do want to take a moment to give a lot of love to someone who deserves it. Someone who always watches the shows, someone who's in the Discord, someone who's become a very good friend of mine, Stack, sent me probably the most amazing gift that anyone, most thoughtful thing that I've ever received. The other day, I get a package to the house. It's an American flag. And not only, Nikki, give me that package, please.
Where?
Give me 1 second, folks. Let's, since Rick Kent is here and Rick Kent gives us some memberships today, let's do this one more time.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Perfect time. Do this. Okay. Now, the best part and the most significant part, I see this. Oh, it's white sofa. And I'm like, oh, what's that? I go to take it, falls to the ground. When it falls to the ground, it folds over. When it folds over, I see this. This flag was proudly driven in an ATV for the 332nd Expeditionary Security Forces Squadron in an undisclosed location in support of Operation Inherent Resolve, along with the German Force Protection, in honor of Nick Shine Jr. on the 20th day of March 2025, and it's signed by the ATV driver and the Lieutenant Colonel, the Security Forces Commander. So I will be getting a frame for this. I've already ordered the casing to put the American flag in. So the backdrop that I want to build and have has come together on Friday. It's going to be something. I'm going to keep the green screen photo for now, but plans are in place. And Friday was the two centerpieces. Stack, you're the fucking man. I'm very thankful for you. I'm thankful for your service to our country. I'm thankful for your friendship. And I have not stopped bragging about that gift. It is the coolest thing. It's the most thoughtful. It's humbling. I'm honored. I every great word you can think of, I am. Thank you, Stack. You're the man, buddy. He better be here. Is he here right now? I know he's off saving the world. He's such a dick, dude. Oh, such a dick. We are at 50 votes, and we are 50-50 with less than 5 minutes to go. Yeah, Mo. There you go, Mo. Don't be a dick like Matthew Smith. That's a good comment. He is our G.I. Joe. Let's put this over here. I don't want to put the coffee on top of the computer. All right. Let's do this. Let's paste this. I don't think I pinned this before. Let's pin that. Ladies and gentlemen, you deserve it. We are over 80 likes. I thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you to everyone who has gifted super chats, celebratory super chats. You guys and gals are awesome. Fucking Nate. The show was going so good till Nate got here. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about 2 minutes away from ending the Golston and Adams. We're neck and neck. We need some people to call in. Call lines are open. Welcome, my friends. It's the time that Nate goes to timeout. It's time to leave the show. 5 minutes. See ya. Bye, Nate. Oh, Nate, you having a nice time? It was so nice. It was a nice time. Yeah, very nice. You're a nice guy. Yeah, Jay Quest, you got gifted a membership. What's up with that? You're in the Discord. You got to be a recurring member. All right. All right, calm down with the Charles excuses, Quest. Calm down, Chuck Gorman. Also, Nate, if you go back to the 1 hour 36 mark, Mrs. Gorman made her YouTube debut tonight. Go back 29 minutes. Aw. DP immunity. Jay Quest, DP immunity. You know what? Let's do this because there's some new people here. Ladies and gentlemen, the awesome music you hear on this channel is created by the one and only Blitz BK. Go to the link in the description. Head over to Blitz's X page. Subscribe. Hit the link. Sign up for the pre-sale. Next Sunday night, Easter Sunday, the album drops on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Go show them some love. And support our boy.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas and flood the jet suck while Bobby yells at scandal. Shut the fuck up. Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some gifts because Bobby's scared of more. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate, Clancy, many more, we hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much head in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit.
Oh, almost got it. Got it just in time. Fucking Nate was texting me and I almost missed it. Even when he can't comment in the chat, he's still fucking distracted me. The poll is over and Jamal Adams moves on. So Jamal Adams moves on to face Rich Kotite. It'll be a generational matchup next Sunday. And next Sunday, we are doing the Elite Eight, the Final Four, and the championship all in one night. All right. 2 matchups remain. This is going to be another tight one, I believe. This is going to be very tight. That's what she said. I don't get the timing in my fingers. When I type, the word hate always comes up AH. Even when I try to slow it down and hit HA, for some reason, I hit the A first every single time. That's what she said. We have Aaron Rodgers' butt buddy, Nate Hackett, against Adam Rodgers' drug buddy, Adam Gase. That cannot be confirmed. I ask you, folks, which Jet do you hate more? The Bad Fella with a super chat. Modulator needs to listen to his mama. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are there. We got Adam Gase off to an early lead. Ricky with a great comment. Vote for Denmark, Adam Gase. Oh, the drugs. Yeah, totally fat fingers. I don't get it, though. Even when I go to say, my brain says slow down, because every time I type which jet do you hate most, 95% of the time the A is before the H, and I have to edit it. Sucks. But whatever. I'm blessed to have everything I do have in life. If that's my biggest issue, I'll be okay. Read Denmark, Andy. All right, Nate. Are you willing to reveal who you vote for? This is a good one. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Link is pinned. Feel free to call in. Otherwise, we're dropping these to 5 minutes. Okay. I respect that. It's a good take. And the reason is good, too. I'll never forget Sam Darnold leading the Jets to 34 points in 3 straight games, man. It was the Raiders, it was the Redskins, and it was the Giants. And we scored 34 points in 3 straight games. And we all thought, oh, my God, this is it. It clicked. We got it. The quarterback's going to be good. They figured out the plays for him that work. And then it went to shit. That was literally some of the best 14 days of football, 15 days of football that we had. 3 straight Sundays scoring 34 points. It was a good time. Think about that. As awful as Adam Gase was, and as awful as people say Sam Darnold was, and as awful the talent on that team was, Sam Darnold scored 30 points, 3 straight games. 34, 3 straight games. It took Aaron Rodgers, the worst defense in the league, in Nate Hackett's system, the Jaguars, and a Miami team the last week of the season that took all of their main players out when they saw what was going on in the Denver and Kansas City game. So it took the worst defense in football and a team that quit, and we only did it twice. Interesting. But the good part, all 4 got fired. Darnold, Gase, Hackett, Rodgers, all got fired. In case you guys were wondering, Aaron Rodgers that we all, some of us went nuts for to keep, nobody wanted. He's been free to sign with the team for weeks now. Nothing. If you still had a lot left in the tank, people would be going nuts to get you. There'd be a bidding war. Players with value have franchises fighting over themselves to get him, outbidding one another in a panic. None of that happened. Rick Kent, the Gase coach team scored on their first drive a lot. Yeah, we scored early, and then it's like, okay, they figured out the game plan, and we went to shit. Hackett's team took until week 18 to do it. Yeah. Yeah, Rick. It's pretty interesting how we find different ways of off football. It's pretty interesting. All right. We're ending this poll at the 5-minute mark since no one has called in. Adam Gase moves on. I hit the end button. Where is it? $57. Ladies and gentlemen, our last matchup of the evening. All right, let's see if it happens. Which chat do you... Oh, I did it. Yay. Trumaine Johnson or shared stadium. Oh, I'll put shared stadiums to make that plural. Which jet do you hate more? Go. Yeah. That's how, Josh, that's exactly how I compared Zach Wilson and Mike White. One is explosive diarrhea when you're in traffic and you can't get to a bathroom. The other one is high fiber and you're about to pass out from attempting to push it out. Both are shit, but just both come with different side effects of shit. The big fella says, I voted for Hackett because he called the end zone the gold zone, and that was gay as hell. I respect it. Did he also have creaky knees? Nice. All right, this poll's cooking quick. While this poll is cooking, what did we learn today? What did we learn? I learned that people like to call in, but if I ask you guys to call in, all of a sudden nobody knows how to click a link. Adirondack with a comment is shared stadium is going to win the whole thing. You think shared stadium beats Belichick? Yeah, you know what? It's better off if we wrap the show up because I got my son here and I took off tomorrow. I got a personal day tomorrow since my kids have they're off from school this week. Their spring break is the week before Easter. So I got the boy here tonight. It's better off I could spend some time with him, play some video games. I will say this. I took the kids to Monster Golf today, and Nikki did win. He did beat me and Sophia. So congrats to Nikki. Oh, yeah, that came back on? Yes, Nate, I would officially like to invite you to be a part of the show next week. I know it's 420. I know you're probably going to be celebrating all day like you do every day, but I would like to invite you to be on next Sunday. I do have some show news tomorrow. All right, I expected that. But at least I look like the nice guy. You look like the dick. So at least we stay consistent. But for those of you that don't like dicks and you like good people, I have a surprise for you. Since I am off tomorrow night, I will be on tomorrow evening, 8:30 Eastern. And at 9 o'clock Eastern, I will be joined by a fan favorite, Gunny. Gunny will be with me tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So hope that you can make it. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. We'll talk the Jets. We'll talk the draft. He can't make the following Sunday. And he was like, dude, what days during the week? I'm like, I go on like 11:20. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm off tomorrow. How about tomorrow? He's like, 9 your time. I'm like, do it. So I'll be on at 8:30 tomorrow night. Boomtown shared stadium is pretty close to the gold zone, if you know what I mean. Nice. Big fella, I learned that Carly is a matzo crack dealer. Chris says, I learned the realistic ceiling of our Jets. I learned Nick Shine and us Jets fan earned and deserved for everything in life. Love you, Nick. Take care. Keep shining. Thank you, Chris. I learned that Nick is sensitive with respect to Nate. Oh, I play into it, Rick. You know Nate's my boy. Jay Quest. I heard that's new Bobby's new time slot. He's gonna be pissed. Oh, I don't care. He had 4 days in a row to do a show and he did nothing. Deal with it. If you're not gonna set a set schedule and stick to it, it's nobody else's fault. Shog, I would go back to the beginning, and first 40 minutes, 45 minutes is good. What the fuck is that message? I would check that out. Beginning of the show is pretty good. A lot of Jets talk, a lot of Jets takes. My sugar rush or my caffeine rush, I was rambling. I was on fire. Nice, Nate. I respect it. Not you, just what you're doing. Modine, I learned that Nick, although in a constant battle, is winning against a monster of diabetes. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mo. What do we got? Yeah, 420. No big deal. Just regular day. Jersey Jet. I learned that Stack is even cooler than I thought he was. Yeah, man. I can't wait. I ordered the case for the flag. And Nick, remind me tomorrow. We're going to go get a frame for that, okay? Thanks, buddy. He's playing video games. He has no idea what I just fucking told him. I could have told him my bank account and social security number, and he'd be like, it's a shame Nicky didn't try to hack Charles. Charles would be safe. Jay Quest. I learned that a ham sandwich is getting a job before Bobby, according to Jake's Discord. Nice. What's on the ham sandwich? That matters. Could be employable. I learned that GPM is the best nickname in our community. What does it mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Stack is the man. We all know that. But Shared Stadiums is not. Shared Stadium runs away with it. Mr. Boomtown, please drop. What did we learn? What did you learn? I learned that the Elite Eight is set. We have. Tell us about that. What are you doing calling it down?
Hi. Hello. How was everything?
Everything.
Next time.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back to you.
Okay.
Boomtown learned. Boomtown does not wait with this what we learned. I learned there is a clear ratio between time in the DP and frisky level. Blitz BK will be promoted on this channel. The Blitz BK album makes a great family gift for Easter. Many shiners forgot 2004. It's true. Bonus, Gay Pride Month, the GM has creaky knees. Tonight's show was fueled by Tim Hortons. Rich Cozite isn't dead. Connor needs to learn how to fully plug. The big fella isn't on board with catching Charles. It's true. Double bonus. After first confirming Mrs. Gorman was in fact decent, Mrs. Gorman had a very successful YouTube debut tonight. Nate is an excellent distraction, both inside and outside the show. Clancy doing his best David D impersonation. One hour, 36 minutes in, or rewind 49 minutes right now. Rick Kent, legend. I like it. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hop aboard the lane train. What's up, buddy?
Hi. That was everything. I wanted to call in the other night, but I guess you were done.
What? How do you feel about the Palm Sunday?
Palm Sunday, it was good, but I don't really celebrate. I celebrate Hanukkah. No, I mean, I'm not Hanukkah. Passover.
I figured you'd like Palm Sunday. It's the single guy's holiday.
Yeah, I know. Passover, it's when you have a lot of food. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna be, unfortunately, not gonna make it to the Super Bowl, the draft.
You won't make the Super Bowl draft? Oh man, I would draft the Titans and the
Really?
Rams Super Bowl if I had to draft the Super Bowl.
So who do you think? I mean, honestly, I think that the Jets have a lot of draft picks. Who do you
They
see
have
the
8.
Jets drafting? I know. I mean, I'm 8 rather. So who do you see them drafting?
I see them drafting players from high school because I think they should get ahead of the curve and beat colleges to the punch. If guys are getting paid in college, might as well just draft them right out of high school, Lane.
Yeah, I know.
What high school would you draft from?
LSU.
LSU? Nice.
Yeah, because I think that they have a chance to do well, actually.
All right. I like it. I like it. What's your day? Do you have work today?
No, I work Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
What
What if I put together a group of people and we just came to visit you one day to say hi at work? Since you won't come to the draft party, what if we bring the draft party to you?
I was thinking about that, but I mean, you see, I don't really know.
Well, we'll wait till you're getting off of work and we'll come out and maybe take you out to lunch. We'll come to you one day.
It's hard. Okay.
That's what she said.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll just kidnap you, take you out to eat, and then bring you home nice and safe.
With my uniform, though.
Hell, well. Maybe I'll bring you to the place that we brought Charles Gorman one time.
I like the way that. Yeah, I hear that. Was it Bobby and Let me read this comment.
Yes,
Lane, what are you going to do with the bikinis? That's a hard question.
Well, the people want to know. You're very specific with questioning them.
Sell them. That's what I usually would do.
You usually collect them and then have to get rid of them? What do you do with the money?
Save up for something good.
What, more bikinis?
No. Food.
Nick, Alabama forward, Jordan Stevenson, is leaving and
Yeah, I
going
saw
to
that.
North Carolina.
I already saw that.
All right, calm down. Thanks for coming.
Who was that?
What?
Is that your
My
son?
son. You want to say hi to my son?
Hi.
Say hi to Lane.
Hi. Hello.
He says hello.
Oh, so more
Any thoughts
drafting.
on this?
Yeah, let me say it. Tom Ace. All right, let me see it. Nick, we need to find out how many bikinis Mimosa owns.
You want to know? I
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I don't know.
We
how
found
many.
out. We found out the number was 38 from Carly, and now I will do my best to find out that answer for you because I know you asked. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so
Is this
how's
true?
everything else? Okay. What the nut? Lane told. All right, that's weird.
Is that true?
Why?
I don't know. Just curious.
I heard that like Bobby has a new schedule now.
It is. It's do show, sit. His old schedule was watch YouTube, do a show, watch YouTube. Now it's do a show, watch YouTube, do a show. So he's changed his schedule a little bit. Any thoughts on this? Rick Kent wants you to unblock him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go block him.
Yeah, I unblock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go unblock him so I can maybe.
Shame. Rick Kent's like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, I don't know why my hand slipped on it. It's weird.
That's what she said.
I'm talking to my hand. Yeah. What else? I've been busy. Oh wait.
Boomtown's learning a lot. You got to make sure you call in before we do What Did We Learn, because I feel like Boomtown is might have to cook up a little more here. And I apologize, Boom. I know you put the pen down,
but I got like very busy with like eating and stuff.
Tom wants to know, what did you do this weekend?
What I do this weekend, I cleaned. Went shopping at the other Trader Joe's today. Had to bring back the flowers. And then I had to, we got some other stuff.
What'd you eat for dinner?
I had matzah and I had some Passover food.
Very nice. Well, happy Passover to you, my friend.
Thank you.
And Rick Kent wants to know if you hate him.
No.
Are you sure? You didn't sound too confident with that.
No, I don't hate him.
All right. I have him blocked too. I hate him. So I understand.
Why? What do you ever?
I don't know. If you blocked him, I had to block him because you're like a trendsetter. So many people blocked Rick Kent when they found out that you have him blocked. If he offended you, he offends all of us. I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay. Nick, do not.
He said, "Yeah, don't." I'm not.
Don't bet. Yeah. Sometimes
Can you say this?
doesn't
Can
make
you
any
say this
sense.
like Batman? A new criminal has arisen. The Bikini Bandit.
You. Okay.
Say it like Batman. Hold on.
A new criminal. New bikini. Oh. That was good.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't know doing the impersonation makes your voice disappear and get laryngitis, but here we are.
Yeah. Try not to do that too much, Rolling. You're not gonna have a voice.
I know. Did you just fart? That's usually the sound you make when you fart. Did you?
I was farting.
All right.
I'm praying to
Lane,
Charles.
thank you for calling in. You're the man. Have a good night. Enjoy Passover.
All right. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I'll stay in my crib by the light, and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, last chance to get in. Gift memberships. Get Blitz BK songs played. Don't forget, go to the description. Follow Blitz BK on Twitter. Subscribe. Support him. Sign up to purchase his album. He deserves it. He does a lot for this channel. And so I don't have to do this 4 times. I'm just going to do it once and purchase 5. Thank you, everyone who donated to the channel tonight. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for hitting the like. Thank you for your votes. I gifted 5, and they went to DM95, Bill Sprague, Pat Rudy, Ernie, Shari French, and then right after that, Adirondack Fly Guy gifted one that went to my buddy Darren Crocker. Awesome. Thank you, Adirondack. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Elite 8 is set. And just to piss Nate off, we're going to talk about it. We have Rich Kotite against Jamal Adams. We have Adam Gase against Shared Stadium. Other side of the bracket, Bill Belichick against John Idzik. And Hassan Reddick against Zach Wilson. The Elite 8, the Final 4, and the championship will be next week. Make sure to be here Sunday night. You know who will not be here Sunday night? Nate, because now he goes to 10 minutes. Hashtag F Nate. Hashtag not many women want to. But there is a guy who celebrates the month of June who probably will. I know, Clancy. But Jamal Adams has a chance. Jamal Adams has a chance. Where are we at? We are at 91 likes. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Oh, triple bonus. Lane suggests scouting LSU High School for the next Jets prospect. Lane shaves his balls and has the ultimate guilty face if you question him about it. Lane is a blocking trendsetter. He did totally that. Oh, like, he's like, they know about the Bobby Show here. I don't know, Quest. Anything he says, he deserves to be blocked. Call me Lane, and Nate is Rick Kent. Blocked for no reason. He's timed out for 10 minutes. We'll play some Blitz BK songs to get us out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Sunday Shine Time. I am your host, Nick. Thank you for watching. Go support Blitz. And on the way out, we'll show you the flyers. Here's one on the subway. Here's a cassette. Here's a CD. And here's the billboard. And now, more important than anything else, here's the music. Enjoy.
Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
When you have a bad day, give up. Go home and sleep. Fuck it. Try again tomorrow.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other. Merry Christmas! And let the jet suck while Bobby yells at Santa. Shut the fuck up. Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope we left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate, Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and
Blitz got beat.
Gentry covered in football. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class.